Okay, hi y'all.
Hello.
Hello, this is no. Oh,
Oh,
I
I
messed it up. Okay. Whoo!
Oh,
This is
no
no gloss.
gloss.
Oh man, hi everybody. It's so great to have you listening in today.
Yes.
We just are doing another tag along. We've had a couple episodes where we talked about some things going on in our lives personally and the birth of Billie Jean, and then also Binker and Jordy losing a baby. And Whitney's going to talk just a little bit more about some of those feelings and share, kind of expand on them. We've had such amazing feedback.
Yes.
And I know that everybody appreciates just a real, genuine story. And
Yeah.
so we're really grateful to be that for so many.
Mhm.
So tell us a little bit of your thoughts, kind of post recording, of what else you wanted to share with people.
For sure. Yeah. So after the last recording, I was like, oh man, there was so much more I wanted to share just on how to navigate some of the feelings that we felt after the loss of our baby. And I would say there's so much that goes into it. And I would say everybody kind of processes differently. So I'm super extroverted. I love people. I love being out with people. And I could tell for me, as an extrovert, that I was
the most extra of the most extroverts.
Yeah, I noticed just not wanting to see anybody, and that was my first indication that oof, this is not going to be cool.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to see anybody, and I experienced a lot of feelings that felt very foreign to me that I feel are probably relatable to a lot of people that
Yeah.
you may not want to express to anybody. And I
Totally.
understand because I was there. But like, for instance, nobody knowing this happened and then going to a party, walking in the room and seeing all the babies around or seeing all the pregnant women around, and you can only you can't help but to be like, why?
Right.
Or must be nice, or all these negative comments come in and just riddle your mind. Like really cloudy, like cloud your mind, honestly. And I found with myself getting into that and getting into those negative thoughts, or, oh, of course, like I don't deserve to be a mom, or God doesn't trust me to be a mom, all this stuff. And that is, my friend, the enemy. And I just want to tell you right now that that wants to get in the way of what God has in store for you. And like, it's so easy to fall into that trap of thinking those things. And also, for the women who, don't have any kids and who have lost and decided to not have any moving forward, God is there too. And He has a purpose. It may be in a different way, but He does have a plan. It's, and I know that's easier said than done.
Totally.
Way easier said than done to like believe, but like God has it. And
yes, He does.
It's so hard to get to that place of trust and just letting go. But if you can get to that place, it's super sweet. And like, I think with our journey, it was just so special to be able to experience that other side of God, honestly, of like, or that part of God. I'll put it that way, just because there's so many aspects to who He is. But seeing Him come in as the comforter for me and Jordy was just so special to see. And speaking about like, how you feel. Okay, so we were so shocked that this had happened to us and could not even like, honestly, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, what in the world? And I think it's so important to like, with those questions of walking in the room and, you're literally, it's just you and your mind. That's all it is. You and your mind. And this deep, deep pain that you feel like nobody else understands, nobody else would get it, and nobody else would know what to say, which is, totally accurate.
Right.
Totally accurate, because you do. I walk in
and
the
nobody
room.
can say the right thing.
No.
Yeah.
It's like nothing you say will help me, and nothing you say will change what happened. I just don't want to talk about it, And then also, I did feel, in a sense, like flawed. So like after we left without like the ER, they confirmed the miscarriage. I felt so empty and like almost incapable. I was just like, wow, like I like my body lost this baby. Like,
wow.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
And I felt so empty. And so like,
you were like researching, like, did I do something wrong? Is this my fault? Is this on me?
Exactly. And it's just so, our minds can get just so busied by that of what if, or how did this, like all these questions, and sadly we won't ever have them answered, and I hate that.
Yeah.
But it is the mystery of it, which is not cool.
Yeah.
It's
totally.
not cool at all. But like I said, I felt so flawed, and even walking into a room, I'm like, man, we lost this baby, and then I'm thinking like, I even feel almost guilty for saying this, but I prepared Jordy. Like, it could take a while to get pregnant again.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to look like,
Right.
because we got pregnant so unexpectedly and quickly for that first one that we lost. And then I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'm also older, which is hilarious. I'm like a geriatric.
She's a cougar.
Yeah. But I'm a geriatric pregnancy. You know that? Which is crazy. Yeah. I'm considered geriatric.
Stop.
35 and over. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm 36.
I'll be
37.
never guess that.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
So yeah, I am at risk, I guess, as you'd put it. Which I think everyone is at some bit of risk.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, where was I at? The postpartum brain is still there.
See, feeling like flawed or you prepared Jordy. You didn't know if you were going to get pregnant again.
Yeah. And so I told him, I was like, just so you know, like, and I had already, this is so sad. Like, I hate that I doubted, but like,
but we all do.
We all do.
Yeah.
And I'm just being honest because I do take pride in my trust in God that has been unwavered throughout the years. But I will say it was so hard in these moments. Like, even, I remember with the miscarriage, I went to the bathroom and I saw blood, and I literally told Jordy, oh no, this isn't good.
Man.
And the trust that he had in God is incredible. But he was like, oh babe, I'm sure it's nothing. And I knew. I was like, nope, something is wrong. Like, something is wrong. And, and then obviously it was. But I prepared Jordy even for that first pregnancy. I was like, just so you know, I'm older than normal, and I just have this. And I feel so sad about that I did that. I was like, just preparing you. Like, people, miscarriages are common. They, come there. It's not a, crazy.
It's not uncommon. Yeah.
And I felt bad that I did that, but like I said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, and that happened. And so then
you were trying to protect him.
Yeah. I was trying to protect him because, that's just super not fun to think about. But I also am a realist. So I'm like, hey, this could happen. And anyways, and it did. That's really sad.
Yeah.
But moving on to the redemption, and I, like Casey said in the last episode, is the fear that we had to fight every single day once we got pregnant again. Oh man, every day I, would check and just be like, okay, we're good. And thankfully I work in L&D. So I could check that little heartbeat every day. I would shout out to my girls, my fellow nurses. I'm like, can you just check again, please?
Yeah.
Like, check again. And actually on Dad's 1 year anniversary, I was like having early contractions.
That's right.
I think at like 31 weeks maybe.
Yes.
And I was freaking out.
That's right.
Thinking like, are you serious? Like, there are no words. So that is another aspect too, that you have to fight that fear. And just, this is what I always say. I think it was Stephen Furtick maybe that said it, or Craig Rochelle. Besides the point. Identify the thought, reject it, and then replace it with truth. So you identify that thought, and then you're like, nope, you're out of here. But then replace it with that truth of, no, I do have a healthy baby. I will deliver perfectly. And maybe not as we planned, but the baby will be perfect.
The baby will be healthy. And that's the way we want it.
And that's the way we want it. So anyways, but I just want to encourage the women who do feel flawed if you've had a miscarriage or just this silent sadness, because that's what it is.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're suffering in silence.
Yes. Yeah. And you feel like people are judging you maybe, or you feel like, people want to ask you the questions and they don't know. They don't even know what you've went through, but they say something that you get offended by, that is in our control.
Yeah.
Because we have to realize people do care and they love us, and it's not their fault for asking, when do you want to have kids? And you're like, if you only knew, I would just want to pop you one. But I remember feeling that way of like, can you just leave me alone? Like, I don't want to talk to you. And just fighting all of those feelings. It was wild.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
definitely relate.
Yeah. And then how difficult it was, even though it's like the happiest thing for other people, but when you lost a baby and then seeing someone else have a baby.
Yes.
I mean, explain how you take that thought, reject it, and replace it, because that's so real as well.
Absolutely. So several people actually got pregnant right after we had lost, and I was determined to celebrate well for others, and I really was. And I know that sounds, oh, look at her. No, I had to fight for that. But I legit was like, no, this is not my story. Like, this is my story, and God's going to redeem my story, and he did. Yeah. And in my heart, in my mind, I want to celebrate that life is coming into the world no matter what. No matter if it's my baby, someone else's, God is trusting someone to care for that baby and bring a little world changer into this world, you know? Yeah. So for me, I really, really, really focused on celebrating others. And I felt like in turn, I felt like God did reward me for that, of just like, you know, not becoming resentful, but getting into a posture of celebratory, you know, a celebratory state of mind. And that's how I navigated things.
And people are going to have babies. Yeah. And it's not to make you mad.
It's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault. Yeah. It's not to make you mad. It's not to, you control your own experience. You control your own offense. You control your own frustration. Yeah. So it's completely normal for you to have those feelings and for you to be frustrated, but what you do with it is what matters.
Absolutely.
And for you know, so many people that we've walked with and talked to, you know, to going through this journey, it's really easy to become bitter. Yes. Because you take every single positive thing that happens to someone else that you wish would have happened to you, and you bury it deep down in your heart. Yep. And that bitterness, it can kill you. Mm-hmm. It will rob you of joy. Absolutely. It will rob you of peace. It will rob you of missing out on even just special moments that you have day to day. And it's not worth it.
It's what the enemy wants.
Yes, it
congrats,
is not.
He wins.
Exactly. And it's crazy that the enemy, you know, the Bible says that he steals, kills, and destroys. Yep. I think his biggest weapon is he steals joy. Yeah. And makes you bitter.
Absolutely.
Because bitterness is a silent, like you said earlier, you're suffering in silence. It's a silent pain that is just deep inside that you carry. And it can be set off by conversations. It can be set off by walking into a room where everybody's happy and you're like, well, why don't you notice me? Yep. I'm going through this. And it's a double-edged sword, because you're like, why don't you notice me? And then someone asks you how you're doing, and you're like, why are they talking to me? I mean, you cannot win. Nobody can win when you're in the middle of pain, but you have to choose to see other people in the midst of that. And you, just like you said, like, we are going to celebrate other people no matter what. We're just going to choose to celebrate. It's not their fault. And
they deserve someone to celebrate them.
Yes, and there's strength in celebrating others.
And you don't know their story.
You do not know their story. You have not walked in their shoes. And so the least we can do is just choose to celebrate and choose to be there for people, be there for other people. But I think that's really good about, you know, what you said, and making sure that in the midst of pain, in the midst of really, really hard times, that we remember that everyone else is also on a journey.
Yes, we
because
do not know.
It's really easy to, when you're in pain, what's the focus? Yep. You. What Absolutely. You're going through, how you're feeling, how you're taking things in. But really a part of healing is kind of lifting your eyes up from that and seeing others. And there's real strength and healing in that.
Absolutely.
And I think we don't talk about that enough.
It's so good.
How do you get through your pain? How do, you know, all these steps, all of these things to do. But also, if you would do something for someone else in the middle of pain, it will help you heal.
It will. Yep.
Yeah.
And just change your mindset,
Yep.
Change your mindset, because the more negative you think, the more negative you become. And then the deeper and deeper you go into this hole. And it is not fun.
Dark hole.
Yeah, and you don't want that.
No, you don't want to be in the deep dark hole.
Mm-mm.
And you can talk, we've talked about this on here, but we are really big into this, just positive talk.
Yeah.
You can talk yourself into something, you can talk yourself out of something. Yep. And you can preach yourself into something, you can preach yourself out of something.
Yep.
It is the power of our words, the power of how we see things, the power of how we say, we will have a healthy baby.
Yep.
We do see multiple children in our future.
Yep.
We do see healthy pregnancies. We do see our family, going on vacations together, living life together, just envisioning and speaking it out. There's so much power in that. Yeah. And I speak out. I do see all of our family living on multiple acres of land, all living close together where our kids get to grow up together. Yes. And it, somebody said to me, which I have a lot of people say things to me of, I love that you have that big dream, but you also need to face reality. And I'm like, do you not think I don't see reality? I live in reality, but I do believe that I am going to speak these things and I'm going to believe that they're going to happen. Absolutely. And favor follows us all the time. We see favor like all of the time. Yeah. And I believe that it's because we speak it and we expect it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
Yeah. And whatever's going on in your mind, you take it captive and we reject it and say, nope, this is not how we're going to think. And this is so much easier said than done.
Yeah, we're like, oh, yep, easy. Yep.
So here we go. Sacrifice, surrender. Just get out there and change your mind. It's day to day. And we talked about this before. Be boring with your habits. Yes. It's the same thing every single day. Surrender, sacrifice. God, we give it back to you. God, this pain is awful, but we give it back to you. We understand your ways are higher than our ways. And also, we speak into existence what we want to see in our lives and in our families because there's power in our words.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Preach it.
Yes. So good. Okay, I think that was really good. So good for everybody's on a different journey. Yep. We're all walking through different things, and we love that y'all are on this journey with us.
Yes.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this journey, being a part of our lives. It's so fun. This podcast has been healing for us as well. And really, this is like a part of our conversations that we have on the regular.
Yes.
Which that's why it's so fun for us to record, because we just talk like this all the time.
Yeah.
And it's so fun that you get to be on the journey with us. So for now, we are No Gloss.